Welcome, Aquarius, to your mid-month reading. This is for the general collective of all Aquarians, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't speak to you, you can also check out the reading from the series that represents your rising sign. That often has great messages for you, especially right now because we're in the Mercury retrograde and communication is such a big part of our rising sign. It's the face we show to the world, and it's most likely where we go sideways in our connections with being misunderstood. So that's a good reason to watch that. You can also, if you know where Mercury is placed in your natal chart, what sign it falls under, that would also be helpful as well. We are in the retrograde. Mercury is the messenger of the skies. It is a planet that rules the mind and communication and travel and technology. And it is a period of time where we're kind of forced to slow down. The magnetic pull of that planet moving in what feels like or seems like reverse is very hard on us because we're so type A and we're a pushing forward society. So it's hard for a lot of us. And it does wreak havoc at times with regard to our communication in all areas of life, at home, with family, with coworkers, and certainly in interpersonal and intimate relationships. So it is all about the re's, and that's resting, relaxing, regrouping, rebooting, recharging, all those re's. But what's also really important to keep in mind is it's a period of time when we see a lot of reunions, people reuniting, reconciling their differences and reconnecting. So it is not uncommon. It is not at all uncommon for people from your past to show up during a retrograde. This one goes from, it started on the 16th, and I think it goes through March 9th or 10th. So they're several weeks long. We have 3 of them a year, and it's always a good time to reevaluate, reassess, realign yourself to your path, etc. And then we're off to the races. So I'm going to pick from the Energy Oracle, beautiful, for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Yikes. So Divine Masculine gets 6 chakra, third eye, Archangel Metatron. Card 40 reduces to a 4. We're in a 4 year. So this feels very aligned for them with regard to their inner sight, connection to their intuition, their ability to intuit what's going on in this connection. I will take a look in the book just to be sure I haven't missed any important points. And then we get for Divine Feminine, card number 7, a spiritual number. It is the card called Community. Kind of looks a little like the 3 of Cups, but it was in reverse. And so there may be an energy there of, and I'll read that one first, an energy of feeling out of place, perhaps. Yeah. See? So in reverse, this card indicates feelings of isolation and maybe loneliness, Aquarius. There may have been a recent disconnect with old associations, even a dissolution of some wider partnership, may result in feelings of loss and grief, but take heart. It is often the case that as you shift your energy into a higher vibration, you may find that you no longer resonate with old acquaintances the way you used to. If that's the case, it's time to move on to more resonant associations. So this feels to me like in reverse, it's telling you, I know that I know the pain of loneliness and feeling like you're just not welcome in a lot of areas, in a lot of groups in your life, and it's time to understand that that's part of being on this path, on this journey, is you're elevating your vibration. As you ascend, certain people will fall off. So I'm glad you're here because now you're part of this tribe, and if this resonates with you, then you know you're in that phase of life where you're starting to really shift, and the people that cannot hang with that are going to start to fall off. So this is, yes, 6 chakra, Archangel Metatron is clarity of thought and personal vision. That's what I thought. Okay. So it is the third eye, insight, clear thought. This is for Divine Masculine now. When this card appears upright, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective toward broader horizons. So it's about new perceptions, things becoming clear. to this person. And so that is very positive. I'm also pulling just for you, for those of you who are watching, and it may be a cross watcher. Welcome. I want to pull some cards from Wisdom of the Oracle. See if we can get a little fluidity of a message going here. Whoop. Happy, happy. Observer. Chaos and conflict. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's official now. This card has come out 3 times in a row. I feel this is the energy of Mercury retrograde, chaos and conflict. And I feel it is with regard to communication. So that's something we have to keep in mind. It might be time for you right now to just be a patient observer. This feels very much your energy, very Aquarian in nature. Standing back to try to get the wider view from a safe vantage point. To avoid the chaos and conflict. But we start out here with happy, happy. So I do feel there's something very positive. This feels like the 10 of Cups to me, or at least the 9 of Cups in the happy, happy energy. So that chaos and conflict has come out 3 times now, though. I want to look first, as I said, at Divine Masculine energy. Where are they? On the journey within this connection? Where might they be in terms of recognizing the role of Divine Masculine within this connection? Whether you're in separation or union doesn't matter, but it may speak to people who have not been in communication. There they are, observer. They're ready to take a leap of faith. They're showing up as the Fool. Wow. There's the clarity, the Metatron clarity, Ace of Swords, beautiful. Star, dream, oh my gosh. 3 of Swords. So there's something here that's going to possibly derail them. Or at least cause some battle scars. I feel here, and I'm going to clarify. The Fool energy is what they're showing up as. Where they are in the journey is sort of the Star. I think they're holding out hope and faith. Trust in their inner knowing. And that inner knowing almost feels like the Ace of Swords, that gift of insight, clarity. Full energy here. You could be dealing with another Aquarius. That is your energy. And the Star is also Aquarius. Wow! And Ace of Swords can be Aquarius too. So they're going to take a leap of faith, and here's what happens. Boom, Tower. I think they may be taking the leap. This is them turning the page. Something big is going on with your Divine Masculine right now. For those of you who are watching, they're like, yep, I know exactly what that's about. Then this is your message. You know it right now. If you haven't been in communication, in any kind of contact whatsoever with your Divine Masculine for a long time, there could be something very ground shaking going on for them. Earth shattering, life changing, and therefore they almost have no choice but to risk a leap of faith, a brand new day. In the past, we've got this Ace of Swords energy. You know what? I'm going to pull from the bottom of the deck. Okay. King of Swords here on this Tower. More air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. More energy of the King, though. So they're sort of taking this shift. And there's this shift. It doesn't feel good. It never feels good. The Tower is always about something we need to do and take care of and clear and move aside or stop or change, and we don't do it, and the universe steps in and says, okay, and time's up. So while it's for our greater good, it doesn't feel good at the time. So I feel your Divine Masculine is sort of leaping off the cliff here, out of the burning buildings, as it were, metaphorically, of course. But I feel like whatever drama's going on for them right now feels like that. Like they're jumping out of a window. But they're in the high vibration of truth here, very much a strategist, whoever this person is. You could be dealing with another Aquarius. I feel that very, very strongly here, or another air sign, or someone with a lot of air in their chart. Prominent Aquarian placements. We've got 3 cards of Aquarius here, and this can be Aquarian energy as well in the King of Swords. So I'm just, and the 3 of Swords too. We've got everything except that tower. That tower is Aries, Mars, planet Mars. But anyway, I digress. So I feel this person is in high vibration. They're using their strategic mind right now to figure out how to manage the tower moment, and what they've come upon is a leap of faith. Turn the page. New chapter. Brand new day for this person. And I feel like they're either holding out hope or faith, or this is like almost a dream come true. You know how sometimes the tower, while it doesn't feel good, it's almost liberating. Ace of Swords here. Sure, there was a lot of anxiety all up in their head. Page of Wands, a fresh start, of passionate. There's something, I think they offered up like some flirtation here. They had an aha moment, and there was a lot of anxiety before kind of coming toward you with a message of passion or a little light flirtation. It could have been something as simple as a text, or some sort of mention or something on social media to get your attention. Star energy right now. We have the star here for this divine masculine. Yeah, this is about having hope and faith, putting their hope and faith in the universe to sort of deliver them from this tower energy. They've already had the insight with regard to your connection. They've had the anxiety and have made the effort to communicate, deliver a message to you, and now they're just like at the end of their ropes. They're holding out hope and faith, but in this 9 of Wands, they haven't quite given up, but I think they feel like they're at the end of their ropes. And they are feeling very left out in the cold. This is a card, 5 of Pentacles, often about, they could be in financial trouble. That could be what that tower's about. And they're holding out hope and faith in the universe that they can push through this. So it could be totally a financial issue for them, but if it is about you, and the only reason why I say that is because 3 of Swords, then they might be feeling a sense of abandonment or unable to access the warmth of the connection, so they're feeling left out in the cold, not knowing how to get through to you. They've tried here. One more, please. Justice. I feel, I'm just going to call it. I feel this is, there's something is going off in their life. They may be cutting someone out of their life, or they may have been cut out, and that's what this tower moment's about. They've had the clarity that you're the one they want. They're holding out hope and faith that will materialize, but the 9 of Wands, they're like at the end of their rope, and we've got now 5 of Pentacles and Justice. I kind of feel that this might be for many of you. Your divine counterpart is your divine masculine is going through a divorce. If this is exactly what's happening to you, then you're just going to reverse the energies. But I feel that this person is really suffering and needs some fairness and balance restored. And in the future, we've got 3 of Swords. Why is the 3 of Swords here, please? Yeah. Yeah, I feel once this all shakes out, they're going to be heartbroken. Not by you. This is a result of that tower. They're going to communicate. that there's something ended and they're ready and open for a new beginning. And here they come with a message of love or apology. I feel it's a message of love. I'm not seeing here, I feel this chaos and conflict is theirs. And I think you're watching it all happen. I think you know what, for those of you who this is speaking to, you know that this person is suffering. You know that they're sort of being forced out of a situation that they hadn't strategically found their way out of. They know that they want you. They're kind of anxious about it. They may have communicated that to you. They're holding out hope and faith that they can remedy the situation and not come out of it penniless if they're in the midst of a divorce situation. Otherwise, they're feeling very abandoned. They need some balance restored. And I think in the future, despite their heartache and a sense of grief or loss and sadness, they are going to be all in for end one chapter, begin a new chapter, and then comes a message of love or apology. So I do feel that the future looks a little mixed for your divine masculine energetically, and right now they're just holding out hope and faith that they can connect with you in a way that allows them to turn the page, take a leap of faith. They're hoping it all works out while they're going through this tower moment. So if this is speaking to your storyline, to your divine masculine, or if this is your energy and you want to know what the other person's energy is, the link to the extended is below. You can follow me there. Otherwise, I will see you in a future reading. Have a great rest of your week.